Talking about some ideas for what you can eat before you run. So if you're running in the morning, of course you want to make sure you have breakfast. Even if you're running in the afternoon, oatmeal is a good snack. Just to try to get into your pre-training nutrition. But of course it has a lot of really good carbohydrates. It is a source of fiber though, so you do want to maybe experiment to see how it works with your system before you would try to eat this before a big race. So yeah, oats are a really good option. If you don't like to kind of prepare them, if you're looking for a quick and easy way to get oats into your breakfast, or again even as a snack, if you make them the night before, just mix equal parts, maybe like a half cup of the dry oats, a half cup of milk, any types of like cinnamon you like, or nutmeg, or peanut butter, like a spoonful of peanut butter in there. Leave it sit overnight, and the next morning all you do is heat it for like 30 seconds and you're good to go. So it's just a little bit different. And old-fashioned oats have a really hearty texture, so they stand up nicely to the milk. They don't get soggy overnight. Steel-cut oats are another one that you could also try to over here. So the steel-cut oats, they're rolled tighter, so they're even more dense and hearty than old-fashioned oats. But those are all good options for the overnight oats. So definitely give them a try. They're really good too with a spoonful of like pumpkin, kind of make it like a little pumpkin pie. Then add some nuts in the morning. But I think it's even faster than instant oatmeal, and it has a little bit more nutritional value because you don't have some of the additives that you would in the instant oatmeal. But the good thing is you're eating breakfast, so keep doing that. Big New York City Marathon coming up. What are some of the things that you're using right now for fuel?
Granola.
Okay. Do you use granola when you're actually out on a training run?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So some good suggestions. Gels. Okay. Actually, yeah, there's some new research just about using even, if you'd like the gels. I think above all, you want to be trying these different things out and definitely, kind of experimenting before the big day so you know what your body can handle and what works for you. Raisins are actually a really great, kind of a more natural type of fuel that, a lot of folks are starting to turn to instead of some of the gels. A lot of folks really for fueling, obviously, when you're out there on the course or on a long training run, carbohydrates are what you're looking for. And so gels, jelly beans, some people even use different types of candy, like Swedish fish, for example. A new natural type of source of fuel is raisins that you may want to consider also. Of course, they're really portable. You can tuck them in your pouch or your backpack. That may be something else just to try out before the big day as a potential alternative to some of the other types of fueling. Of course, before you're hitting the trail or hitting, for your training run, you want to eat something within like 30 to 45 minutes before you start running. What are some of the things you're eating right now?
Cereal.
Okay. And that's a good thing. Even on race day, you want to try to keep that consistent with what you've been doing in the training, so you know what your stomach can handle. Of course, on race day, you'll have quite a bit of time from the time you would get up to actually the race. So planning for that's a good recommendation. So some good pre-fuel, that you may want to take along on a race day. You can snack on almonds. Granola is again a good suggestion. Banana with peanut butter, Greek yogurt. Those are some things. So you really want to look for something with a balance of carbohydrates, a little bit of protein, something that's relatively easy to digest too. And again, try to eat it up to 45 minutes in advance, or even a little bit longer if possible. But if you find that your stomach can't tolerate different foods, rule those out for the big day, so you're feeling, your best when the race begins. Let's talk a little bit about that post-training run recovery. So typically you want to try to eat within like 15 minutes to up to an hour after you've run. Sometimes people feel that they're not really hungry. Like, what are you experiencing so far in your training?
I'm starving.
Starving right after?
I'm starving right
That's
after.
all I was too. So if it's something, if you're not really hungry for a meal right away, or if it's an odd time of day, peanut butter toast could be kind of a good little snack to eat before your next meal. A smoothie, a yogurt smoothie with some fresh fruit or frozen fruit, that would be a good option. When it does come to mealtime, you really want to focus on carbohydrates, boosting those up to replace the stores that you've depleted in your exercise, as well as protein. So, of course, salmon, tuna, different types of lean proteins like chicken and lean ground beef or turkey are good options. Plant-based proteins too, like beans, you can really use in a lot of different recipes, so that's another good option. They're also a really good source of potassium that can help if you're having any cramping or any different type of discomfort after a long run. But looking for no salt added beans is a good suggestion, but adding them to chili this time of year, we're kind of in chili season, or putting them on salads, even just really serving them as a side dish, or serving them with tacos or something. But yeah, they supply a lot of plant-based protein, so it's cholesterol free, and it's really going to stick with you and help repair some of that tearing of muscles that may have happened during the run.